Hi guys, this is Sarah Gash with sarahgash.com, The Grounded Path. I do scientific hand analysis to determine your soul agenda and other informations that might be helpful for you. I wanted to show you how to print your hands and show you what you get in your packet when you sign up to do a consultation with me. So the first thing is you'll get a packet in the mail, and in that packet I send to you is instructions on how to print your hands. There's two separate sheets for that, how to do the fingerprints and the hands. There'll be examples of what they should look like when you're done. There will also be a blank sheet for you to put your fingerprints on. And you'll need to provide your own computer paper or plain white paper to put your prints on and to mail back to me. You'll also have an ink sheet, usually just one. If you had multiple prints being done like you're having your children done, I would send more than one. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this. One point though, before you start, you'll notice I'm doing this in my kitchen, and there's a reason for that. We wash our hands after we're all done, and you want it to be readily accessible. So you could do it somewhere where there's a bathroom right next door, but you want to make sure you're not going to be opening doorknobs and stuff when you do this. So at my kitchen sink, I already have, you're going to need oil, and that's listed on the instruction sheet. You need oil. Any kind of oil will work. Coconut oil, olive oil, cheap oil you have in the house, but I have it open with the cap off. I have dish soap sitting right here. I do yet like to use baby wipes. You don't have to though, so I have these sitting here, and I have paper towels. Everything's handy. The sink is empty and ready to go, so I'm not going to splash on a bunch of dishes. Alright, then we come back here and we get ready to print. Alright, so the first thing is, on this sheet that the fingerprints are on, it says here to fold on the table edge. And what I mean is, you fold on the line. It just makes it easier when you're putting prints down. It's kind of a preparatory step here. The ink we're using is an oil-based ink, by the way, so it comes off with oil. If you should get this on your table, it will come right off with a wet rag and a little bit of oil on it. I know, I've tested it, I've done this many times. So I've got lots of paper here. I am ready to go. Now, my ink sheets I've used a few times, so keep that in mind. You can do the same thing, like I said, especially if you need to do this a few. It just separates, pulls apart in two. And the first thing you're going to do is take one of your hands and down you go and start rubbing. It's super important we get all the areas of the hand. Everything tells a story, and I don't want it to be incomplete because you didn't know you were supposed to print a certain area. You want to coat that hand. Now, if you have any rings on, remove them before you start, unless you want to clean them. So see how I'm pressing in between the fingers, especially down at the base, and I'm getting at the bottom of the hand, in the middle of the hand. This is easier if you have someone to help you, especially when you start on the second hand. Okay, that is really nice and covered. So what you want to do is you don't try to put it down there. Don't make your hand do anything. It's really important you shake it and relax it. Shake and relax, and then you just put down wherever it lands. Just make sure you get on the paper. And then you're pressing. And you're going to press each finger at the joints. The thumb. Relax. Relax. That's important. And then you drag your hand off and you press. That makes sure that the middle area gets covered. And that is a good print. Let me show you that. Okay, so that's the right side. We have to do the right and left because you need the complete picture. But first, we're going to use that piece of paper we folded. We're going to pull it down so the top part is showing. And it says, right thumb, right index, right middle, right ring, right little. If you have one that doesn't really show up real good, like, I don't know if you can, yeah, I don't think you can see that. It didn't show up real good. I'm gonna put a little more ink on my finger, and I'm gonna try that again. And that is beautiful. So if that should happen, go ahead and do that. And because I know it says right 4 fingers taken simultaneously. Press down. Right thumb. Okay, now I'm going to do my left hand. This is where it's tricky if you're by yourself. If you're by yourself, it gets really messy, but that's okay. See, and I didn't take my ring off, or my watch, my Fitbit, so I'm in trouble, but that's okay. So you just start pressing, and I've used these ones. And, you know, you're going to probably throw yours away too once you get good prints. Like I said, unless you want to do your kits and stuff. But once you're done, you do throw it away. So don't worry too much if the outside of this gets dirty. And you can use the other side of it. It just so happens that the other side of mine has been used. So I'm not going to, unless I need to. Patting it, getting it on there. Make sure, look at your hand and look at the middle area. That is the hardest area to get coated. For some people more than others. And I can't stress enough how important it is to get a good print. Okay, so shake, relax, down. Press it all in, every joint. And this part sometimes is easier standing. Then you drag it off, press it in. If your fingers move away, just pull them away and don't try to push them back down so you don't get a double. And that's a really good print too. So good. Now we're going to pull the other sheet back over. Left thumb. Left index, left middle, left ring, left little. Perfect. I can see exactly what's going on here. Okay, I might get a little more on there though for this next set. So the reason I need your fingerprints to be super clear is because I evaluate those. It's a tool I use. With the scientific hand analysis, we evaluate the fingerprints, we rate them, we rank them, we determine which ones are the high and the low. They're the same prints that the FBI looks at. And that information tells us what your soul agenda is. So life purpose, life lesson, life school. And that information is very valuable. So I want to be sure I have your prints correct. And since you're not here, because this is a distance reading, I need the prints. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and wash up. Okay, we're going to wash our hands now. I'm over at the sink, pushing the jar away. I'm going to use a couple big wipes and just wipe this off a little bit. It kind of helps make it a little bit easier. I really wish I'd taken my Fitbit off. It will wash off of it though, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, oil first. Oil first. Scrub, scrub, scrub. You're really going to feel like a kid here. Check that out. So, lots of oil. And then I like Dawn because it really does do the best job on breaking down this oiled ink. You will need to do this a few times because it doesn't all come off the first time. See, and I'm making quite a bit of mess. I'm really good at that. That's why you don't want dishes sitting there and other stuff. And I think I need one more time. And if you use warm water, it's a bit more pleasant. Okay, I'm not totally clean, but I just wanted to give you the gist of it. Most of it's off. I still have some down here I need to work with. Part of that is because my hands are a certain shape that seems to really retain the ink. Most people's don't. See, I'm wiping this off, and it comes right off. It's on my bottle. Not that I care too much that it's on my bottle, but it wipes right off. If you did get any on your furniture, like this table means a lot to me. It's my grandpa's. Just wipe it with a little bit of oil. It comes right off. And that's really all there is to it, folks. Go ahead and put all those prints together. Make sure we can see what the fingerprint formation is, what it looks like. Put it in an envelope. I send yours priority mail because then I can track it, and that's important to me. Send it back to me, and we will schedule an appointment for you as soon as I get that. Thank you. Have a good day.